Coming up, at the Spinnaker Pool Bar and Lounge, clearly lounging, and I'm comfortable.
Don't get your feathers ruffled. We're looking back at 2021, starting with this visit to a local wildlife rehab center. You'll hear from longtime contributors like personal trainer Morgan Shapiro, Dr. Sam Rasul, and newest addition, Professor Produce. The health continues with healthy eats and discounted artisan bread you can enjoy for a good cause. It's all taking place at this beautiful Fort Lauderdale resort today on SoFlo Health.
Hello and welcome to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie, and how about this view? I'm at the Conrad Fort Lauderdale Beach, and what a beautiful day. A perfect way to wrap up 2021 for us on SoFlo Health. It's been a wonderful year, and this is our last episode of the year. And as tradition for us, we like to take a look back at our favorite moments throughout the year. We're going to start it off with one of my favorite packages and experiences from 2021, and that's at the Pelican Harbor Seabird Station. But make sure to stick around for more SoFlo Health. Watch this.
So here we have a Pelican patient. So he came to us a couple days ago, completely covered in line. You can see he actually has a hook still here, and just incredibly weak. He also has a foot injury. We're waiting to see if this foot does resolve, because this actually is very embedded, so it's going to be a pretty invasive surgery.
So what are we doing here today?
So he's obviously very weak and also very dehydrated. So here we're going to administer subcutaneous fluids. And then here's the fun part. Pelicans obviously have very long necks, so their stomachs are pretty far away. So we're going to give him these pain meds and also some antibiotics. Very stretchy also, so it doesn't hurt them. And then this is a liquid diet. It's called Piscivore Care. Same thing as everything else, readily absorbed by the body, really easy to digest, so the body doesn't have to expend a lot of energy digesting food, so it can really focus on healing and getting stronger.
Right.
So what you saw is a large part, especially when they're inside the clinic here. They're here for a reason. They're very weak, they're sick. So a lot of what we do inside here is really just getting their strength back, getting rid of any infections they might have, really letting them get their strength so that they can go outside.
And then, of course, if you find a bird and it seems in distress, what should somebody do?
So give us a call. We have hotline 9 to 5, and they'll walk you through it. We'll ask you to send a picture and describe the situation. So most of the times they do need help, but there's occasions where it may look like an animal is in distress, but it's actually,
just being an animal.
Yeah, exactly. It's doing what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
But we'll walk you through if you need to contain it, how to transport, how to minimize stress to the animal. So you can always call us 9 to 5.
And then you have a 24-hour drop-off, correct?
We do also, yes. They can always go onto our website, pelicanharbor.org. Just your one-stop shop for anything you want to know about us, any ways you can help, and really just kind of overall information about us.
It doesn't matter where you are in this place. You just have a beach view everywhere. And to my right is the Ballroom, which not only has a beach view, but it will soon have a New Year's Eve soiree. And before we take a look back at our favorite Professor Produce moments, a new character to the SoFlo Health scene, let's listen in to Nadim and find out what that soiree is all about.
So we're right now in Atlas Cocktail Lounge. Atlas Cocktail Lounge is our lobby bar. It's a perfect place to gather at the end of the day after having a wonderful day at the beach or at the pool. And great place to talk about what we're having at the end of this year planned for our guests and our local in the market here. We have a beautiful New Year's Eve event, and it's a soiree organized in our main ballroom located on the 3rd floor of the hotel. And it is basically a very family-friendly environment. We try to kick off the year or end this year with a great offering, going from a reception and a 5-course meal, as well as an adjacent room in which we have designed and curated games for children and families to be able to enjoy the end of the year all together.
Could a $500 Goya Seasonings Greetings gift card add to the health of your wallet? Of course, it would. Well then, listen up. Just go to local10.com to enter. The Goya Seasonings Greetings winner will be chosen January 3rd, 2022, so enter today. Go to local10.com for your chance to win the Goya Seasonings Greetings $500 gift card giveaway, because if it's Goya, it has to be good. Oh, Professor Produce here, and today we're talking about a fruit that is the apple of my eye. It's the sweet potato. You thought I was going to say apple, didn't you? And that it was going to be a fruit. It's a vegetable. For a delicious and nutritious treat, you can't pick a much better fruit than the apple. I mean, sweet potato. Okay, look, there's not a whole lot of sweet potato puns out there, so just work with me for a second. Luckily, none of that matters because sweet potatoes are highly nutritious. They're a great source of fiber, vitamins, and minerals. In fact, just 1 cup of baked sweet potato is 180 calories and provides 41 grams of carbs, 4 grams of protein, almost 7 grams of fiber, over 700% of the recommended daily allowance of vitamin A, 65% of the daily value of vitamin C, plus manganese, B6, potassium, pantothenic acid, copper, and niacin. Oh, you like apples? Let's see your apples do that. Plus, sweet potatoes are great for your gut because they provide soluble and insoluble fiber. The bacteria in your gut like those. Remember apples? I mean carrots. Forget carrots. Sweet potatoes are extremely high in beta-carotene. So much so, they should call it beta-potatoine. That's good for your eyes. So next time you're cooking dinner, remember the sweet potato. It's so easy to include in your diet. You can bake it, you can make fries, you can cut it thin and toast it, or even mash it. Heck, you can even puree it and add it to baked goods to add moisture without adding fat. If you ask me, that's pretty sweet. Potato. I am what I am.
Our favorite visits from Morgan and Dr. Sam are coming up when SoFlo Health returns.
Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie, spending some time at the Conrad Fort Lauderdale Beach looking back at 2021 because this is our last episode of the year and we've been enjoying some of our favorite moments from the past year. As you know, the show is titled SoFlo Health, so we like to keep you healthy year-round, and one of the people that helps us do that through fitness is Morgan Shapiro, personal trainer and long-time contributor to the show. Let's take a look back at some of our favorite Morgan moments.
Do you know what muscle we're working today?
You told me, so yes. It's the glutes.
It's the glutes, guys. I'm coming in hot, surprise, surprise. So mini band around the ankles. So we're gonna start off, a little bend in the knees, tucking the glutes, bracing the core. Very important you maintain that posture the whole time. Now we're just gonna do a few side to side. So you go to the right, then bring your left, and then over to the other side, back and forth. A lot of people make the mistake of thinking it's about how much you stretch the band, and it's more about keeping it controlled and isolated. We are going to do some mobility, but specifically we're going to do mobility for the thoracic spine. So some people
What's
are probably
the thoracic
like,
spine? Yeah.
What's a thoracic spine?
me.
I hear the word spine, the upper part of your back.
So here?
Yep, right there. So we are going down to all fours to start. So you're going to be knees shoulder width apart. Your hands are right under your shoulders in line. Now from here, you're going to put your right hand behind your head, and then you're going to come in. This is your starting point.
Okay.
And then we are twisting up, and then right back to center. I am loving the energy because today is a high intensity interval training cardio workout. No equipment necessary. First one. Simple. Let's go back to the basics. Give me a few jumping jacks. Up, down. So I would do this 30 seconds. Then we're going to rest 30 seconds after. And then we move into exercise number 2. You ready?
Okay.
Okay, we are doing a touch and go jump squat. So we're going down and then we're jumping up. Down, jumping up. So now this one can also be a little hard landing on those ankles. So option, down, raise up on the toes. So I want you to elevate the toes. Yep. we're working the calves, but now we have no jumping into the mix without putting a lot of impact on those joints.
Right, and of course you take it at your own pace. If the speed element isn't for you, it's more important to do it right than to do it fast.
Absolutely, form over everything.
That's a good workout.
There you go, no
All right.
equipment necessary.
Let's hit the jumping jacks. You can watch some more SoFlo Health. Ready? Here. See you later. At the Spinnaker Pool Bar and Lounge, clearly lounging, and I'm comfortable, but this probably isn't the best of posture. Do you know who would keep us in the best of posture? Dr. Sam Rasul, who has done so throughout 2021 with all sorts of different healthy tips. Let's take a look back at some of those. The reason we're here today to talk about walking on different surfaces is because this is the pavement, that's the sand, and we've heard many times before that this isn't good for you, and that is. Is that the truth?
Yes and no. It matters what you're going through and what kind of ailments plague you. For some people, the pavement's better. For some people, the sand is better. So it matters what you have going on.
What are the benefits to the pavement?
The benefits of the pavement is if you have instability of your knee, instability of the feet. If you want more stability, that's when the boardwalk can actually be more beneficial.
Yeah, so what are the benefits of walking on sand?
Well, the benefits of walking on the sand are the forces. It's going to be easier on your joints. It's going to be easier on your hips, your ankles, and of course your knees.
Normally, I try out all kinds of equipment for you to see here on SoFlo Health. Today, Dr. Sam is the test not so dummy. Let's find out what the heck this is anyway.
This is actually a specialized decompression machine. The technique we just utilized was spinal decompression, and this is called a DRX machine.
What is spinal decompression?
So if you have a disc injury that could be causing pain and or other symptomatology like numbness and tingling and or a nagging nature of restriction that you may have in your daily motions and movements, it actually will decompress the disc and then actually slowly compress it again. The reason for that is very simple. You have to give the body time to adapt and then to flush out the inflammatory markers and flush in nutrients to help rebuild and restore the dysfunction.
It's a very South Florida day today. I came to Mid-Beach with Dr. Sam. We were gonna walk up and down the Broad Walk, and I'm just nervous of getting caught in the rain, so we're standing close to our escape route. But we wanted to talk to you about walking and posture and standing in posture, right, Dr. Sam?
Absolutely, Hunter. We pay so much attention these days to sitting with proper posture. We talked about it in the car, at a restaurant, at home.
Right. Okay, so if I stand to the side here,
Exactly.
what would be the wrong thing?
So Hunter, a lot of time people would just kind of look down at their feet. This is an incorrect way. What you don't want to do is be looking down. You want to look ahead. You want to have that proper posture. The second thing is the shoulders rolled forward. A lot of people walk with their shoulders rolled forward and their hips, and they're kind of flopping their feet like they're carrying scuba diving equipment on their feet. You don't want to be flopping your feet when you walk. You want to be lifting it and walking through your hips. Now I'm going to show you the right way, and I'm going to see if you can mimic it.
Okay.
What you're going to do is going to pull the shoulders back, looking forward with your eyes looking down, and you're walking using the arm swing just like so. You're propelling your motion through your hip, not with the flopping of the feet.
Right. It's a beautiful day here in South Florida. It is hot, but it's not crazy hot, and we like that here.
Hunter, it is the place to be. I mean, everyone's talking about South Florida. You know, this is the best time of year. You said it's hot, but not too hot.
Yeah.
And we want to take full advantage of it. I mean, we have the luxury of having this beautiful beach behind us. We have the amazing weather.
Yep.
I like to talk about another acronym I use in my office. It's health, hydration, and happiness. Your physical health, your chemical health, what you put inside your body. We have so many good eats down here. Getting outside, getting moving. You don't need to be in the gym to get the benefits of exercise. Breathing in the salt air, being outside, the breeze, the sunshine, it can actually help melt away your stress, and it can give you that emotional balance, because the three different types of stress we talked about before, emotional, chemical, and structural, you want to make sure to limit all of them.
After the break, there's healthy food. Need I say more? Oh, it tastes great, and it's right here on SoFlo Health.
Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie, and we're at the Conrad Fort Lauderdale Beach, and you know what? This isn't the right view. There we go. That's a whole lot better, isn't it? We're taking a look back at our favorite SoFlo Health moments from 2021. And you know what we did a lot in 2021? We ate a lot from home. We cooked from home, and we made some recipes that were healthy that the crew devoured. So we think you'll like this one.
Pad Thai. It's one of those dishes that people absolutely love and you can order it out at many different restaurants. However, it's also something that can be a health culprit if you're focused on reducing your salt or carbohydrate intake. But don't worry, here on SoFlo Health, we have you covered with a veggie-ish Pad Thai. Let's get started with the sauce. We're going to use 1 garlic clove. Going to simply press it into our blender container here. Next, we'll use some peanut butter. The important part about this is that you choose a nut butter, whether it's almond butter, peanut butter, cashew butter, whatever you like, that it only has the nuts and salt. That's it. For our sauce, we're going to use 4 tablespoons or 1/4 cup, and I'm going to eyeball that by using 2 heaping tablespoons with tablespoon. Next, we're going to add about 1 tablespoon of sesame oil, and then we will add 2.5 tablespoons of pure maple syrup. Now I know you're thinking, hey, wait a second, that sounds like a lot of sugar. Well, it is, but again, this is for a sauce that will make 4 servings. So if you parse that up over the rest of it, it's not a crazy amount of sugar, and we need to enjoy sugar in our lives as well, and it's better to get it from a place that is natural than just refined white sugar. So here we go with some pure maple syrup. Next up, we have 2 tablespoons of lime juice, and finally, we have ginger. It's about 1 tablespoon, and in we go. Once you have all of that inside of your blender, get ready to blend. It should be nice and liquidy, which is, of course, the technical term. Cap this off, put it off the side. Now let's talk about our Pad Thai base. Instead of using noodles, we have veggies. Earlier, we grated up some carrots, zucchini, and regular old white cabbage. Now, to add to this, we are going to throw in some snow peas. This is edamame. Next, we'll add some bean sprouts. Our last ingredient to add here is some fresh sliced cayenne pepper. Now we're going to add in our delicious sauce that we mixed up earlier. Now that we've plated some of our delicious looking Pad Thai, we're going to make it even more delicious looking by adding some multicolored sesame seeds. And then we have a chiffonade of basil. Chiffonade is just a fancy term for finely sliced. And I'm going to get a taste. That's delicious. Got a little heat. That's it. Simple as that. Enjoy. Besides the health, food, fitness, lifestyle, everything that we get to enjoy here on SoFlo Health, we also like to see when businesses are making food more affordable for others and more sustainable to create. And we saw that earlier this year with Love It, an app that makes food more affordable for you, and it also saves the business some money and makes it so they don't have to waste food. And we love that. In fact, check it out. Welcome to Sullivan Street Bakery. We're joined by Raphael today, founder and CEO of Love It. Raphael, what is Love It?
So Love It is a food app where you can find food heavily discounted because it's actually food that merchants like restaurants, bakeries, grocery stores, cake shops, they are selling it at half of its price because it's excess food. It means it's food that they have not been able to sell for that day.
And here at Sullivan Street Bakery, they do a great job of creating to order, but any business has to have some excess just in case. You never know if the power goes out or there's an issue. So even here where they're already doing their best to have as little food waste as possible, there's still always going to be some, and that's where Love It comes in.
Exactly.
Right, I mean, look at all this beautiful bread behind us, right?
These beauties, it's a shame to let them go to waste, right?
Yes, exactly. Well, Raphael, thank you so much for sharing Love It with us and South Florida. You know what, I think we should go find Jackie and talk about Sullivan Street Bakery and how it affects them.
Absolutely.
Let's go do it.
Okay.
Before we get started, what's going on over here?
Right now we're making our beautiful stirato. It is an Italian rendition of our baguette.
All right, and I want to talk to you about Love It, but first I want to learn more about Sullivan Street Bakery Miami.
So Sullivan Street Bakery Miami was founded in 2017, baking wholesale bread for restaurants, hotels, cafes, big and small. We bake to order for our wholesale accounts with an order cutoff time, and we bake just a little bit extra in the case of an oven malfunction, or quality inconsistency, we specifically sift through our breads to make sure our wholesale customers receive the best items, and then our retail customers receive just as great quality.
We're already here. I'd like to try some bread. You think I can get some?
Bread should be coming out of the oven any minute now.
All right, great. Give us just a sec. This is probably delicious. And it is. That's all for us here. I've got some bread to eat. I'm inside Takado, a Japanese-Korean fusion restaurant at the base of the Conrad Fort Lauderdale Beach Hotel, and it's been such a wonderful day here. You have an ocean view pretty much everywhere you go, and we thank the Conrad for having us for our 2021 Year in Review Look Back show. We hope you enjoyed it. Everywhere you go in this hotel, there's absolutely beautiful decor. Do you know who would love that? Elena Capra, host of SoFlo Home Project and design expert, of course. Hey Elena, what's going on later today on SoFlo Home Project?
Hey Hunter, so I cannot believe it's almost the end of 2021. I hope you are having a happy holiday. So coming up today on SoFlo Home Project, we are going to be closing out the year by taking a look back at some of our viewers' favorite tips and trends of 2021.
Thanks, Elena. We'll be watching. Wherever you decide to spend your new year, we hope that you have a happy, healthy, and safe time. And we thank you for watching this week's episode and every episode that you watched throughout 2021. We hope to bring you even more health next year. And as always, you can catch previous episodes on SoFloHealth.com. You can follow us using @SoFloHealth to share with us what you're doing to stay healthy. Until next year, and until next time, goodbye, good health, and Happy New Year.
Next week on SoFlo Health, we ring in the new year with, you guessed it, health. Functional nutritionist Meryl Brandwine shows us how our genetics can guide what we eat. Chef Robin feeds us something plant-based to eat. And personal trainer Morgan Shapiro helps us burn off anything we eat. That's all in SoFlo Health 2022. Enjoy yourself, be safe, and we'll see you then.